The headlines: police are worried about the popularity of marijuana cakes. Banks Holdings reports record profits. And Darren Sammy likens the World T20 semi-final as David versus Goliath. Welcome to Nation News for Wednesday, March the 30th, 2016. Thanks so much for joining us. If you can't smoke it, eat it. That seems to be a growing trend among some marijuana users to avoid detection. Police have expressed concern about an apparent increase in the availability of edible marijuana, such as brownie cakes. The police spokesman David Welch has called on parents and teachers to be vigilant, since these brownies can be mistaken rather easily for ordinary baked goods. Assistant Superintendent Welch was speaking as police destroyed more than 2,500 pounds of cannabis, 350 pounds of cocaine, and a quantity of liquid cannabis.
We are asking those persons in charge of schools, also parents, to be on the lookout for this type of trend. These brownies or cookies can be easily disguised and used openly. This trend should be closely monitored, especially around places of public entertainment. We have schools and also places that the younger persons frequent.
Mr. Welch said also that there has been a noticeable increase in local cultivation of marijuana. This, he said, was likely the result of efforts by police to intercept imports of the drug. Banks Holdings is reporting record profits for its last financial year. The company said in a paid advertisement in the Midweek Nation that profits almost doubled from a little over $12 million to a record high of $24 million in the year ending August 31st, 2015. The figures go some way in explaining why Banks Holdings was an attractive takeover target, with Ambev of Brazil becoming the new owners last December. The statement from the directors said they were particularly pleased that the growth was achieved through improved results from local subsidiaries, which include Banks Breweries and Pine Hill Dairy. Banks Holdings also has interest in companies in Belize, the Bahamas, Britain, and Guyana. The Barbados Labour Party's Christchurch West branch will vote on Thursday for a candidate to replace Maria Agard at the next general election. It is expected to be former constituency MP William DeGwitt, the sole contestant. Speaking earlier as he made his way around the constituency, Dr. DeGwitt told Nation News that he was confident he was the right man. He represented the constituency for 10 years before he declined to seek re-election in 2013, citing family commitments. He indicated a willingness to return to elective politics after Dr. Agard was expelled from the Barbados Labour Party last November. The Secondary Teachers Union remains concerned about environmental issues at Combermere, Spray Memorial, and now add Lodge School to the list. The union wants an urgent meeting with the authorities before school recommences in about 2 weeks. Its president, Mary Redmond, speaking at the union's annual general meeting, cited a persistent offensive order at Combermere, fallout from construction next door to Spray Memorial, and the discovery of mold in rooms at the lodge. Government is leaning on the protective agencies to find an answer to why so many young girls are going missing from their homes without permission. Education Minister Ronald Jones says an interministerial committee will be set up to investigate the issue of wandering. Its membership will be drawn from agencies such as the Child Care Board, the Police Juvenile Liaison Scheme, and the Probation Department. Mr. Jones said social workers would also have to examine the homes and schools to understand the environment of the girls who abscond. Repeat Sandals guests from throughout the Caribbean have gathered in Barbados for the second Reunion Week event. It's the hotel's way of rewarding travelers who return to the Caribbean year after year. 92 couples were treated to a cocktail reception and dinner at the Dover property on Tuesday night. Among those in attendance were Prime Minister Frando Stewart and Sandals Chairman Gordon Butch Stewart. In cricket, West Indies versus India in Thursday's World T20 semi-final is being likened by West Indies captain Darren Sammy to a David versus Goliath match. Sammy claims West Indies will be taking on a whole nation in Mumbai in a match which starts at 9:30 in the morning. The semi-final is being billed as an occasion for two men, West Indies destroyer Chris Gayle and India's emerging master batsman Virat Kohli. The winners will meet England in the final after their 7-wicket victory over New Zealand. West Indies women will aim to reach their first T20 final when they take on New Zealand on Thursday for the right to face Australia. And finally, lawmakers in New Jersey in the United States are hoping to ban people from walking while they are distracted, including while texting. The bill would bring the rules for walking into line with driving and force pedestrians to make sure that they are concentrating on the path in front of them. People could even face jail time if they are using their phone while walking along outside under a new bill proposed by a state assemblywoman in New Jersey. Experts say distracted walking is a growing problem around the world as people of all ages become more dependent on electronic devices for personal and professional matters. And that's where we hang up Nation News for Wednesday. That's corny, isn't it? For more news, log on to nationnews.com and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And remember to pick up your Daily Nation on Thursday or subscribe to our e-paper.